What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love. Salute to everybody that's in the building right now. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in, man. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Make sure you hit the like button after you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button. Share the show. Share this show. Share the show wherever you share videos. It's very much appreciated. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share the video. We're going to get into it this morning, this late morning. Like I said, shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Shout out to the masculine mercenaries. You know, one love to all my madam mercenaries, man. And we back here on Stay Sleep TV. So like I said, make sure you like the stream. Make sure you share the stream. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content. And make sure you financially support the show. Make sure you financially support the show. You can do that by going to CashApp $SheepStaySleepTV. That's CashApp $SheepStaySleepTV is where you can go to financially support the show, or you can hit the super chat button. Leave your questions, your comments, and I'll get to them. It's very much appreciated. All other donation links will be in the chat room. So salute to everybody. But before we get into the show, make sure y'all also go follow me on the stereo app at Real is Rare Pod. That's Real is Rare Pod on the stereo app. Real is Rare Pod on the stereo app is where you can go and also follow me over there. I also drop content over there. So make sure you go over there, follow me over there. Very much appreciated. Shout out to everybody. And let's get into this afternoon show. Y'all see the title. What have you lost? What have you lost? What have you lost? Now, I notice here in this space that I hear a lot of guys make a lot of demands. They make a lot of demands from women. And I almost get the vibe that they feel that women basically owe them something. You know, women, they deserve to be submitted to. They deserve cooperation. Excuse me. This is what I'm gathering from what I hear on a lot of these manosphere streams. And I'm like, what have you done to get that? What have you done? And I'm not saying what have you done in your life, but what have you actually been through with women to actually get that from women? Because see, one
10
thing
years ago, we founded Loan Depot because we were confident we could deliver the American dream of home ownership to individuals and families across the nation.
Serving more than 27,000 customers a month, lowering payments.
One thing, excuse me, that I noticed is that a lot of these guys try to use the fact that they've got an education, they've they have an extensive, work history, and they basically gathered all of these resources in life, and they think that that is supposed to grant them a great cooperative, submissive woman. And what I want to tell you guys today is, man, you have to take losses. You got to take losses with women to get a good, decent woman, man. This is why I named this show What Have You Lost? Because a lot of guys haven't really been through nothing with women to have expectations from them, these high expectations of them. A lot of these guys haven't even been with enough women. And the women that they've been with haven't really put them through anything. Am I saying that a man is supposed to suffer with a woman? No, but going through things is part of the experience of dealing with women. And a lot of you guys want to have a fake experience with women. A lot of you guys want like a fantasy type of vibe. And you guys don't understand that she is supposed to be the one that is supposed to be in that realm, not you. You see? And this is where a lot of us guys go wrong, because we never grasped that aspect. We never thought that that'll actually be going on. But a lot of you guys think about women in a realm of fantasy. Y'all want to deal with women in a fantasy type of way, when that is the way she's supposed to see you. You see? So a lot of these concepts that you guys come up with on here, it sounds cool, but at the end of the day, a lot of you guys are not going to get it. Number one, some of it is a lot of women are just not going to yield to it. And another thing is it's just something you really shouldn't be worried about as a man. You see? And then the third thing is, a lot of you guys haven't earned the right to say certain shit. Now, am I saying, oh, brothers shouldn't speak on certain things? No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is if you haven't been through certain things with women, your opinion doesn't matter about what you're saying, because it's 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 a moot point, because what you're saying cannot be applied to the conversation. And this is why I'm asking the question, what have you lost? What have you guys really took L's with women? I'm not just talking about getting cheated on. I'm talking about actually dealing with a woman. actually dealing with her, not just cohabitating and doing the rigmarole. I'm not talking about that. All the things that you guys say that a woman should allow men to do, lead them, build them up, encourage them, motivate them. Have you actually done that for a woman before? Or are you online crying about women not allowing you to do it? You see, this is what I want to know this morning from a lot of you guys that get on here and complain about shit. Have you actually built a woman up? And not her bank account. How about her emotional bank account? How about her spiritual bank account? Have you built that up? Or was you just another dude? Was you just another body added to her body count? This is what I mean by a lot of you guys are not qualified to even sit online and cry about women. You shouldn't have no complaints. You shouldn't be on here speaking about certain shit. You never built no woman up. You never had to deal with a woman's trauma. I'm not talking about you just dealing with her talking back and having a slick mouth and all that shit. That is the result of trauma. I'm talking about actually dealing with it head on, actually sleeping with it. What have you lost? Have you really took L's with women? Have you really invested in women? Or you was just some old regular ass nigga that came along and hit it and y'all was together for a little while and then it was over. Most of y'all dudes were those kind of dudes to women in life. This is why you don't get the response. This is why women on here don't even look at y'all and respect y'all in a certain way, because they know y'all never really dealt with women in a real way. Y'all never really tapped in with a woman. Y'all not the type of dudes where a woman will allow you to. And this is why a lot of y'all are online complaining. It's not because y'all really took L's. It's not that y'all really invested in a woman and then she really turned on you. She took everything you taught her and took it to the next nigga. How many of y'all been through that? So much to the point where her next nigga even look like you. You see? See, that's taking the L with a woman. When a woman do some shit like that. Not, oh, you spent a couple of thousands on her and you showed her to Mom Dukes and nah. Nowadays, chicks is used to meeting niggas' mothers and shit. That ain't nothing. You see? See, now I understand why a lot of you guys are online complaining about women. Because women never even allowed you to even get that far. And this is why you're mad. Oh, she won't submit. She just won't cooperate. Yeah, because she won't let you tap in. She won't let you tap in. And you saying, oh, it's feminism. She won't tap in because of feminism. She won't let you tap in. You see? Shout out to Mr. Greasy. He said, respect, my brother, just donating and supporting. Salute. Appreciate it. Shout out to Hill Zen. Appreciate you, family. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Make sure y'all share the show. You see? And this is the source of y'all complaints. You see? See, I know what it is to invest in women because I only deal with women that I can invest in. See, if I can't pour into you, it's gonna always be a problem. Because that's who I am as a man. So a woman I can't pour into, you know, if you just a porous vessel, everything I pour into you just comes out the end. That's not gonna last too long. You see? But see, a lot of you guys are not like that. And this is y'all sit around and complain about shit that y'all sat around and allowed to keep going on. Because I hear how you guys conduct yourselves on a panel with these women. Y'all let these women overtake y'all and over just you know, and these women know how they be talking because they don't talk to other guys that way. You see? So with these women already seeing little shit like this, they already know, oh, okay, I already know how I'm gonna deal with him. You see? So when you try to put your foot down, of course she gonna give you some pushback. You see? But you dudes get up here and y'all act as if y'all are not causing some of what you're getting. I'm not saying y'all are the cause of everything. Of course, there's outside factors. We understand that. But we speaking on the part that you create as men. We always speaking about women holding themselves accountable. Let's hold ourselves accountable too. What are you creating? What situations are you creating? If men are solution based, what are you creating the outcomes, or how are you creating the outcomes that you are receiving? See, this is what's not being addressed in this space. The men don't want to talk about that. See, that's not being addressed. If you constantly allow a woman to trigger you every time, if you and this is something I had to learn. Cause I grew up an angry dude because what I went through as a child. So you know what I learned? If you allow a woman to constantly get a particular response from you every time she triggers you, she knows that she controls you. So all of that shit that y'all get up here and talk, this is why they laugh at y'all. And this is why the majority of black women look at black men as laughable in general. Because they know with the click of a button and a title, they can trigger and summons hundreds of men to prove to them that what they're saying in their title is wrong. They're sitting back like, yo, these niggas don't even know we're playing a game. Now, if they know that this can keep happening over and over and over, how do they respect the men when the men say, oh, you should do what I tell you to do? How the hell should she do what you tell her to do? First of all, when you don't tell her to do anything, number one, and number two, she telling you what to do. Because when she tell you, come on the panel, you come. The title alone brings you there. Y'all don't see the role reversal here? They're throwing the bait. They're becoming the fishermen. We are the fishermen. They supposed to be the fish. They're throwing the bait. The men are the fish, and they reeling us in. This is what's happening. This is why when y'all get on the panel and talk that shit, they're laughing. How do I respect anything y'all dudes is saying when we just made y'all come up here to laugh and clown at you niggas? Cause we just chilling. So why don't we just go live and make a couple bucks real quick off these silly, thirsty niggas who want to prove their point like we care. Like we care. This is what y'all doing. This is what y'all doing. And this is how these women are like, man, I know these dudes ain't really dealt with women like that. Cause they're falling for preschool shit. Do y'all know y'all are falling for child's play? Do y'all know that? This is they're not doing no intricate type of stuff. This is preschool. This is play. So they know, they like, oh yeah, I know they ain't really been through nothing with women. This is how the women can tell, guys. Oh, he ain't never really been through nothing with no women. He ain't been around them enough. He ain't really done too much with them. Woman ain't really put him through nothing because he don't see the signs of simple stuff. You think women, you see a lot of, this is what I mean. A lot of you guys think women are not even, they don't evaluate like that, and they do. See, a lot of y'all get up here and listen to these goofy YouTubers as if women do not process things and they can't think. And y'all run around here with this superiority complex, running around here, running off of hype, poking your chest out off of hype. But the women could see it. They're like, oh, he don't even know. He sit around and complain every day. See? And this is how, for the most part, certain guys in this space can understand. We know this dude's still dealing with one woman who hurt him. Because we can hear it. Because, like I tell you dudes, we've been there before. Don't act like, see, none of the guys that can sit here and give you game about certain situations dealing with women, it's not because we read some books. We didn't go buy nobody book, and this is not me, shitting on brothers' efforts. Shout out to brothers who publish books, but we didn't get the game from the book. We didn't get the game from another man's perspective. We got the game from being in the game. You see? Ron Harper, he know about being an NBA champion because he played with Michael Jordan. He played with greats, so he could tell those stories. Compared to a guy like John Sally, who won championships, but he watched what happened. That's the type of game a lot of you guys are running with around here. Y'all are spectators running around here as if what y'all saying is gold when y'all not even players. And that's not me trying to say no smooth type of shit. When I say players, I'm talking about being on the court. See? Don't tell me how foul women could be if you can't give me a direct story of a woman doing some real foul shit to you. I'm not talking about what happened to your homeboy. I'm not talking about what happened to your cousin. I'm not talking about what happened to your favorite YouTuber. I'm talking about what happened to you. Give me some stories. Tell me how you felt when it happened, nigga. See, what have you lost? To have a dog in the fight, to speak on the gynocracy, to call these women hyenas. What have you lost? See, you gotta take L's. A lot of you guys haven't took no L's. You running around here speaking about feminism and all of this stuff, dude. Only thing you did was didn't get a date to your prom. That's the highlight of your grapes. You didn't get a date to the prom. That's all you can tell us on why you sit around every day 24/7 talking about women and what their problems is, preferably black women. All you could tell us is you didn't get a date for the prom. That's it. You can't tell us nothing else. Tell us something else that happened to you. Okay, you didn't get a date to the prom. Cool. What else? What else? You didn't get a date to the prom. All right. What else happened? I'm waiting. So you have nothing else to tell us on why you are credible to speak on why black women do what they do to black men. Do y'all see the problem here now? We got dudes talking about they down for the fight, they down for the cause. They don't even have no battle scars and no battle wounds. They don't even have. Come on, these guys. These guys barely even have scuffs on their knees when it comes to dealing with women. And this is not. And you don't have to deal with thousands of women to have scars and wounds. But being turned down from a prom date, that's the highlight of your existence. Think about this, y'all. There's a guy who built a reputation behind him never getting a prom date in high school. This is why, for years, he's had thousands of men say that he's credible in the things that he says. Think about this. Let's think about this now. Men, thousands of men have gave this man credibility behind him not being able to get a prom date in high school. This is his claim to fame. This is why he can speak on the gynocracy, in black love. This is the only loss he's ever took with women. But his credibility in speaking on women is at an all-time high. Think about this, man. You see, this is a problem. This is a problem. This is not something that should be ignored or just done away with, because this guy have created, he has offspring of men who are going to create more offspring of this ideology. And this ideology that these guys are pushing is basically anti-masculine, because it's telling men to look at women in a dreamy fantasy type of way, and that women are supposed to is supposed to deal with you according to your fantasy, not according to reality, not according to how she really sees you. See, a lot of you guys think a woman is supposed to deal with you based on how you see yourself. No, a woman is going to deal with you based on how she sees you. And this is the problem. You guys ain't really been through nothing with women. To have a woman be like, yo, this is a guy worthy of my submission. He really is a great guy. Don't listen. If y'all understand what goes on systematically for Black people, then y'all understand that Black women have their plight just like Black men have their plight. So when two people are coming together, 9 times out of 10, two Black people are coming together, they're going to have unresolved traumas and issues. If both don't, one is and one isn't, or one person's trauma isn't as big as the others. Either way, y'all are going to have to deal with trauma. Period. So when you're a certain type of guy, you have to understand when you're dealing with especially a Black woman, you're going to have to cut through those traumas in order to really get to her. Now, this is the work that a lot of you guys on here are saying y'all shouldn't have to do, but y'all are saying y'all are stand-up real men who are leaders. So what do you mean you shouldn't have to deal with her traumas if you're her leader? What do you mean? Okay, in a perfect world, in your mind, you shouldn't have to deal with that shit. But guess what? You're going to. You're going to, Negro. You're going to. You're going to. You're going to. You're going to deal with some type of schism or ism dealing with Black women, or dealing with westernized women, period. We can't even just put it on Black women. Any women dealing with Western thought, westernized thought, you're going to deal with some schisms and isms and some form of trauma. Period. So either you're going to deal with it, right? Because, like y'all say, we trying to rebuild the black family in order to keep a black legacy. So in order to do that, you think you're not going to have to deal with her traumas? You see? And see, it's best that you deal with her and her traumas before y'all actually have children. Because see, what happens to a lot of us is we end up having children with the woman, and then all her traumas spill out after the children are born. This is why a lot of black men have the same story of everything changed once we had children. See, this is why you always hear that from a lot of black men. Everything changed once we had children. And a lot of that comes from her hiding or keeping her mask on her representative, right? And also that comes from you not digging deep enough into her, not pouring into her. You just doing a bunch of low level surface type of shit with her. And then you wonder why you only getting the surface level her. That is something the men don't take accountability for in this space. And I think because they don't really recognize what they're doing, and some of them don't recognize what they're doing, and then others just don't care. And that's a problem on both sides. You see? A lot of you guys are just y'all don't even try to have conversations with y'all women. Y'all just allow them to be who they are and then wonder why they don't become nothing. Because that's what happens when men don't do nothing with a woman. When you don't do nothing with material, what is it? You could take material and make jeans. You could take materials and make socks, hoodies, whatever. But if you don't make anything, if you don't do nothing with the material, what is it? What is it? What good is it? It's not even good to itself. And this is what happens with women when they get with bullshit dudes, low level dudes. They become self-destructive because they're just material that's just there, waiting for a crafter to come and do something with her. You can't just expect her to do some shit by herself. Women are not like that. When are you guys going to realize this? And you guys contradict yourself every time. Oh, she a grown ass woman. She should just go and do whatever. All right, yeah, that sounds cool, right? But you should be saying that only about women who maybe grew up with men around her. You can't say that about women who grew up without male influence, because she wouldn't know where to go or how to do anything. Because remember, like you all guys always say in this space, women are followers. Women are followers of men. So how could you just say she should just get her ass up and figure some shit out? No, that's some shit for you to do, because that's how you was designed. Because leaders are designed to get up and figure some shit out. Followers aren't. Followers are designed to get up and ask for direction, or sit around and wait for direction. But by the stuff that y'all get up here and say, the women already know, oh yeah, this dude ain't really dealt with women like that. He haven't dealt with women in a certain capacity like that. They can tell. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to everybody. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button and share the stream, man. You see? And this is why I'm asking, what have you lost? What have you lost with women? Because see, when you invest, you take losses. You guys haven't even invested enough to have any gripes. For one, you dudes ain't invested enough time. You ain't even invested enough time in a woman yet. You ain't really take no L's. Come on. And the women around here, they see it. They know. And the men around here see it too. We come on, man. Come on. Because see, here's the key. Here's the key to taking L's with women. Here's the key. You learn a lot of valuable lessons about yourself. You see? And I may do a video about this, but when you're dealing with women and you take these L's, these major L's, what you learn is you learn about who you thought you wasn't. Shout out to Gold Professor. He say, my offering to the plate, God. Salute. Salute. Appreciate the donation, man. You see? You learn just how much patience you don't have. You learn just how much self-control you don't have. You learn just how much sexual discipline you don't have. you learn just how freaky you really are. All the shit that you said you'll never do, a lot of guys do with women. All the men in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. You'll get up around your homeboys and say, I never lick toenails. Next thing you know, you in the bedroom eating toe jam, licking in between her toes. This is the type of shit that you learn. And you know when you see this type of stuff, like damn, you see and learn these types of things about yourself, because this is when I learned. You learn them in those bad relationships. You like, damn, Shorty had me doing some wild shit. You be like, damn, that relationship was crazy, but we used to do some crazy shit together. Correct me if I'm wrong, fellas. See, the fellas in the chat room that's agreeing, they know because they've been in the game. You can't speak on this type of stuff if you haven't experienced it. You can't go and read a nigga book and live through his experiences. This is what I was saying earlier. I'm not knocking brothers who put books out for information purposes, but understand that's what it's for. A lot of y'all brothers be trying to live through other brothers. You can't live through Rom. Shout out to Uncle Rom. You can't live through ARC. Shout out to the OG ARC. You can't live through Lucario. You can't live through them dudes. And they'll tell you this. Their books and DVDs and publications and all of that stuff, that is just information. It's a guide. It's kind of like a manual, little tips and tricks and shit like that. But you can't say, oh, what this is why a lot of guys was try to come at those dudes. Because when they try to implement what the niggas say in a book and it don't work for them, they think it just don't work, period. And them dudes are just lying. No, dog, you gotta play the game. You see? You gotta play. You gotta be in it. See, this is how you add to the cipher. You can't add to the cipher if you ain't do the knowledge. You see? And you can't give other brothers, you can't add on to the knowledge for brothers to take it and do something with it. If you didn't do nothing with what you learned. And most of you dudes is talking about some shit and y'all haven't learned enough yet. And this space is becoming toxic for younger brothers. And this is what I am now on the hunt and mission to protect this space from. I will not allow brothers to become toxic to other brothers, man. Because it's still brothers here that's coming here for help. And they shouldn't come here every day listening to some niggas sit around and cry when they unqualified to even sit around and complain. Nigga, charge it to the game and move on. Cause you ain't really take no losses. You haven't even invested. What have you lost? And a lot of you dudes just won't get up there and admit it. You know you're not a boss yet. I don't get up here and talk as if I'm a boss. I'm not a boss yet. You know, I can't help what other people see from me. But I'm not gonna get up here and say, yeah, I'm a boss. I got all my shit together. I'm not gonna get up here and do that. But a lot of you dudes get up here and y'all speak to women as if y'all could stand on certain shit, and you can't, because you haven't shown shit yet. Y'all haven't even done nothing for women in y'all real life. But y'all trying to convince women on the internet that y'all are these types of men. That's ridiculous to me. You haven't done no real shit for no women in y'all real life yet. Besides put a baby in them. That's the realest shit most of y'all dudes ever done. Was get a woman pregnant. Outside of that, what else? What else? You can't say you a leader if a woman never depended on you for shit. She never depended on you for nothing. So why y'all talking about cooperation and submission? Can she depend on you for something? Besides penis deposits? Can she depend on you for something? Do she know if some shit happen, you can make some shit happen? Have you ever proven that to a woman? Not saying it. Have you done it? See, the women know the men like that in this space. They know the niggas who really done that. They know. They can hear it. They know. This is why they know they cannot summon those men. Because we know that that's game. This is y'all want to, y'all feeling cute and funny today. So like cats. They using y'all dudes like yarn balls, just smacking y'all around, chasing y'all around, running. That's what they doing. It's funny. That's what they doing. Hey guys, we need some attention today. It's Saturday morning. Give me some attention. I'm bored. Ah, yeah. Let me sip my mojito. Look at these jerks. Look at these jerks. Hey ladies, look at these dumb jocks. This is the type of shit they be on. The shit that they show you in the shows, like Clueless and all of that. This is how these women be acting. This is fantasy for them. Y'all dudes are trying to, I said this a while ago. Y'all are getting caught up in in their world. Stop trying to run their world. That fantasy shit is for them. Let them live in their fantasy. Stop destroying it. If it's not intruding in what you need her to do for you, then let her be in fantasy land. Because guess what? That is where they reside. That's why, you know, when we get on our bullshit sometime with our women, yo, come on. Yo, you taking too long. Yo, what's wrong with you? Why you acting like that? You know how we get sometimes. Oh, why you so rough? Why you so abrasive? What's wrong with you? You know, because they want to take their time and la 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 la, and we on some shit like, yo, come on, let's get this shit done, so I can come back and do what I want to do. They like, oh, don't rush me. That's because they in their own world. And you know what happens? And let's keep it real, fellas. All my brothers that's in relationships, you know what happens? When we try to infringe on their world, we end up arguing, and then you end up pissed off. And now your day fucked up, and she's still sitting there, la 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 la, ah, ha, 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 ah, now she laughing at you. Now you ready to go off on the deep end, thinking you justified in going off when you're actually wrong, nigga. But see, a lot of you guys don't sit back and look at things in retrospect. This is why y'all don't understand the concept that I'm spewing right now. This is why a lot of you guys that are probably listening, y'all may not agree with it. Because y'all haven't took any L's. What have you lost? Y'all haven't even invested in women enough. That y'all haven't dealt with them like that. They even know some shit like that. Let them be in their world. If you want her to leave you alone and let you be in your world, you got to do the same shit for her. See? Y'all know, you know what it is, bro. You done got yourself all riled up. You mad now. Your whole morning is ruined. You did that shit to yourself. That ain't her fault. Now she laughing at you. You getting real mad. And you doing it to yourself. I realized that shit like, yo, man, why the fuck am I even? Like, she don't even give a fuck if I'm mad right now. So why am I even giving this shit energy? I had to learn that shit. See, a lot of you guys are not learning. If you're not learning from your mistakes, right? That means that you are not constantly applying it. You're not using wisdom. You're not putting your knowledge to application in order to understand that you're making yourself upset and creating your own reality with women. You see? You see? Now, if you begin to understand this, and as a man, you make a choice to not deal with women in a relationship type of way, I respect that. But to opt out of dealing with women in a reactionary way is something I don't respect from men. Because that is what fake bisexual women do. Because they've been through a bunch of tumultuous shit with men. Now you want to go lay up with women all of a sudden. I don't respect that. I don't respect women who do that. I always like women. No, you didn't. You trying to find somebody you can control and get what the hell you want out of them. So you thought it'd be easier dominating a goddamn woman because you couldn't do it with a man. I don't like goofy shit like that. And a lot of you guys are on here telling other men they shouldn't even deal with relationships. Let that man make that decision, but let it be a conscious decision and not an emotional decision. H1 SPM, as if you can take that same cornball ass mentality you have that you used in trying to deal with black women with, like it could go work on all white women or all Asian women. That's goofy. That's goofy. That's not going to even work over there. This is why y'all end up going out of the country and start buying stoves and shit. You know, you become stove master flex, stove gates, stove jobs. This is how this happens. Because you think, oh, well, since since they're not gonna accept my goofy ass, I'm gonna run over there and see if it could go work on them. And then you go over there and have to buy a stove. And then you go over there and still be cashing out. I'm cashing out. Got a project on my neck, girl. I'm cashing out. You cashing out still. You see? So this is why you're still whining, because you still got to do the same shit. And it's because your mentality didn't change. That's what happened. What you did was flee. And a lot of black men think that they can flee. Oh, if I flee the scene, oh, it could go work over here. Says who? Says who? So you think it's men out there who's not giving women the game out there, and they know to make themselves available to Jonathans like you? Huh? That's what y'all see. That's what a lot of you dudes are coming to realize now, that, oh shit, I'm gonna have to pay even when I get over there. Because for one, the women know when they see a group of a certain type of guys, they already know what y'all coming for. That's why they already press y'all and act so thirsty, because they know y'all thirsty. It's game. It's game. See? But see, let you go down there and you ignoring those women who all over you. Then you're gonna have another level of hoe approach you. And she gonna ask you, what you doing here? See, now they want to know, what are you doing here? Oh, you ain't coming here to buy no cucalada? Oh, you don't want no cucalada? So why? Oh, why you here now? Now they want to know why you here. Oh, you not a trick? Why you here? Why you here? I'm here looking for a wife. Y'all not going to Colombia saying that. Y'all not going to Brazil saying that. See? See, even the women over there know. They come on, man. The game is universal. It's not state to state. Why you think Ludacris did the song with Nate Dogg? Rest in peace to Nate Dogg. I got hoes in different area codes. He even went out the country. The game is universal. So what makes y'all think y'all could go in and swash PM for some, just for some cucalada? Come on, man. Oh, those women over there, they're more cooperative. You know, they're the men. Yeah, they're more cooperative because they are taught you do what the man says because he has the money. Okay? See, black women, American black women, they don't respect money. They don't respect money. This is the crazy shit with American black women. They don't respect money, but you better have some money as a nigga. Or you better be able to get some money. They'll tell you it's not all about money, but be a nigga with no money. See the difference? See, in other women, they're going to automatically submit and do whatever you, because you got that bag. And this is how most of these guys, the SYSPM, they go over there and find them a wife because they cashing out. They're not submitting because they like him. Don't let these niggas get up here and lie to y'all. They're not out there finding women on their good merit as men. Them foreign women submit to money, period. Especially the Latina women. They submitting to that bag. They're going to cook, they're going to clean, and they're going to always be available for sex because you got that bag. You are paying for everything that this woman do in her life. Whenever she needs to go shopping, she asks you for money to go. When there's food to be bought, she comes to you for the money. She's not submitting to you because you're a good guy and you graduated from the States, from a HBCU and all that goofy shit. That's a lie. Don't let these dudes lie to y'all. It's because they're paying. Why the hell do you think the women who get passports to stay in the States, they marry certain types of guys? They go marry the nigga who got a good job, who's single, who looking for a girlfriend. And she plays the role of the stay-at-home girlfriend. So he can always have access to sex. And in return, she lives for free. This is why these guys have a problem with American black women, because American black women is saying, nigga, you gonna pay the bills and I'm not staying home. See? This is the problem. This is the problem. But those type of American black women, right, have the same mentality as the foreign Latino women. See? Because even though those women stay at home and they cook, they clean and all that, you better believe they still got a couple of other niggas that's giving up some paper. See, you not the only guy. You are the stable dude. You're the stable guy. See? You the guy that makes sure all her necessities are met. But she still got a little 2 or 3 over there and over there. This is why you're hearing the black women over here saying they're no different from us. The game is universal, nigga. The game is universal. This is why they're saying that it's no different, that those women are no different. Them women sneaky too. See, but y'all won't understand this because why? Y'all haven't took certain losses with women to really understand. Y'all keep getting, oh, that's female nature. Oh, that's female nature. But if y'all keep saying things of female nature, then why do y'all keep complaining about something that's the inevitable? If y'all understand certain things as female nature, then are you anti-female? This is what I have to start asking some of you guys. Because if you know that that's their nature, then what are you complaining about? It's going to happen, right? It's supposed to happen. It's their nature. That's like saying a dog is never supposed to bite you. An animal is never supposed to bite you. Never. Just never. When you can go and watch zookeepers get attacked every day. People who work with animals all their life then got bit, then got attacked. Why? That's their nature. But see, you can only really digest this if you really took some losses with women. Really took some losses. Really got broken down to the point where you had to really look at yourself. Like, man, what is going on in my life right now? Then what do? You go back and you do the knowledge again. 1 + 1 is 2. You go back and you reevaluate yourself. And you dudes don't want to do that. This is why I'm asking y'all, what have you lost? Have you really took any L's? See, the guys that really took L's and truly accept female nature, what we want to do at this point is continue to heal so we can continue to build. And so we can live happy, peaceful lives for as long as we supposed to be here. sitting around complaining and stressing about shit you can't change, it's not healthy. It's not healthy, especially for us black men, man. We deal with enough. We got to wake up every day and see, you know, fellow black men being killed by the police, a bunch of things, man, that bombard our mind. We got to start taking a lot of the pressure off ourselves too. See, when you really take them losses, man, you begin to understand that, man. Like, man, I'm not letting no broad stress me the fuck out. Fuck that. I ain't dealing with that right now. See? That's something that you have to get to. That's not something you just are. That's something men get to in their development. And that comes through going through shit with women. You know how to remove yourself from when your woman wanna bring you some shit you not willing to deal with. Listen, babe, not now. Let's not now. But babe, not now. Not now. Not jump, not fly off the Richter, but let me be honest with brothers. You're gonna go through a phase where when you're trying to adjust to dealing with shit, you're gonna have times when you spaz out. Yo, I don't want to hear that shit right now. Fuck all that. You're gonna have those times because what you're actually lashing out about is you're lashing out at the fact that you have to try to adjust to something that you're not comfortable with. Now, see, right now I'm talking some analytical, logical shit. So a lot of women may not understand what I'm saying. Some women will. But brothers, follow me. This is why we lash out. This is a stage in the healing process. See, this is what they call red pill rage. But see, it's cool to say it's red pill rage when you truly identify what it is, minus the dating term. You see, because a lot of you guys get caught up in these labels, and you get so caught up in the label that you water down what they're actually saying. See, red pill rage is the stage where you have actually come to terms that there's a lot of shit you have not realized about yourself, and this is why shit is going on in your life. And the rage comes from you having to adjust to knowing that now. Because if you're a man, you know, damn, I gotta do something now. And I don't know what to do. So we lash out. That is what red pill rage is, minus the red pill rage term. You see, a lot of you guys get caught up in the term, and y'all it loses the validity. So y'all start running around here just loosely throwing shit around Nah, understand really what it is. Take the term off. Stop being a parrot and repeating shit and understand it. You see? And see, a lot of these guys, they're caught up in that. They're still caught up in, damn, I really didn't know what I was doing in those relationships. And they still don't know what to do, or they haven't made a decision yet on what they might do. So they come up on the panels and they get mad and they just keep complaining and they do this shit for hours out of a day, and it make black men look weak. You see? This is how it's starting to look. It's like, okay, but all right, what are you gonna do though? And see, y'all brothers just won't get up here and admit and say, we don't know what to do. See, a lot of y'all are not men enough to even say that. This is how I know y'all didn't deal with women like that. Because see, if you ever dealt with a woman like that, there's gonna be times, even in leadership, where you just sitting there like, damn, what the fuck are we gonna do? Nigga, the leader don't always have the answers. The leader have to find the answers. That's what makes you the leader. It's not because you know everything. It's because you seek to know. And your followers look to you for that. And that is what your woman is supposed to be following. You're not supposed to have all the goddamn answers. She understands that. That's understood. But she's supposed to know you're a seeker. This is why if you a nigga that ain't got no money like that, she gotta know you a hustler. You willing to get up and try to get at a dollar every day. You see? That's that. A leader is not who has it all figured out. It's one who gonna make it happen. A lot of you guys don't make shit happen. You talk about making it happen. You don't. You don't make it happen. The women in your life never saw you make it happen. They never saw you take an idea and it turns into money. They never saw you do that. But you trying to convince women online that that's what you could do. You not an alchemist, nigga. You ain't no alchemist. You not an alchemist, nigga. But you trying to convince her that that's who you are. But time and time again, you prove that that's not who you are. So stop saying that that's who you are. See? And this is why the women are not allowing you men to tap into them. Because she know you haven't tapped into yourself. She knows you haven't tapped into yourself. That's why she won't allow you to invest into her. Invest into her business. If you understand what I'm saying. That's why you guys never had that chance, because you haven't invested in you. And she can tell by how you show up. She can tell by how you show up. She could tell. She could tell by how you present what you present. She could tell. What have you lost for you to gain all this stuff that you say you deserve? What have you lost? What have you lost? What L's you took? Have you really grinded with a woman? Huh? You want to lead a woman, right? You want her to believe in what you're saying and trust your word and have faith in you, right? What have you shown her when she believed in you? What have you shown her? Where's the results? Have you ever struggled with a woman? Oh, DS1, he talking about struggle love. Why we gotta talk about struggle love? Let me tell y'all something about that. Because struggle love shows the character of the participants in the relationship. You see? That's why it's good to struggle. It's good for your woman to earn what you give her. See? She got to go through some shit. She has to be worthy of it. That's based on her character. And I'm not gonna go without, giving the man his props. Shout out to Platinum. Platinum said this before. He says it a lot. And I gotta shout him out for this. He said he don't want to fuck with no woman that he can't make them suffer. He want a woman to suffer a little bit with him. That's a fact. Because that speaks to her character. What Ism was saying? The beauty is in the duty. See, that speaks to her character. So a lot of you Jonathans, y'all are just victims by proxy. Y'all are victims of y'all own circumstance. Y'all can't blame the game and blame her. Nah. You getting took for your money and your assets and your resources. Why? Because you silly. You silly. Her beauty is in her duty. So if you miss the high value man, she shouldn't be able to ride in your Porsche because she got a fat ass. She shouldn't be able to lay up in your condo because she got some new titties. Right? Because her beauty should be in her duty. What she do for you. See? See, a lot of you guys don't have the right to complain because you haven't even got to certain bases yet in the game. Have a woman ever suffered with you? Suffered for you? Have a woman ever suffered for you? Hmm? I love this nigga. I know he gonna get right soon. I know. I believe in him. How many of you niggas had a woman like that? Even one ever in your life? Then why you talking about a gynocracy, nigga? Huh? Huh? How many of y'all actually met women's peoples and families that y'all been with? Then why y'all talking about feminism and the gynocracy and the hyena clan? Y'all don't know nothing about that. You ain't never take no losses, man. You ain't never take no real losses, man. See, a man can't say that he learned something if he never lost something. If you never lose, you never learn how to win. So if you never lose, you never learn. If you never lose, how are you ever gonna learn how to beat the video game? If you never lose. See? And y'all dudes are trying to tell brothers they don't have to go through certain shit. Then how are they gonna learn? How are they gonna learn, man? How you gonna learn how to give a punch if you can't take one? Huh? How you gonna protect something if you never tried to defend anything? A lot of you guys be just around here just talking, just talking, just talking. You you can't talk about something. You can't really talk about what's going on outside from your window. You're a spectator. Just watch. Just sit back, just watch and learn. Because that's what you guys like to do. Because now y'all are telling other men they don't even have to get in the game. They don't even have to play. Oh, you don't have to be, don't even deal with women. Don't even get with women. Just sit around and listen to me talk about them and just believe what I say. And this is why there's no understanding, because there's no application of knowledge. And this is why we're not going anywhere. We're not pushing the culture forward. We're not pushing the culture forward. So I asked brothers today, man, what have you lost dealing with women? What have you lost? Shit, even if you brothers can admit and say, well, DS1, I lost myself. Just admit that. I lost myself. I lost myself. And I can easily tell you why you lost yourself. Because I know why I lost myself at some point. Because you get up and try to live in their world. You try to take over their world. No. You need to worry about the realm you exist in as a man and dominate that world. And as long as you focus on doing that, a woman is designed to try to get in your world. A woman is designed to try to manipulate you to bring you into her world. But she's gonna be attracted to you because you doing your thing. You see? This is something that you have to learn over time. Because you so caught up in her world that you lose yourself. This is what happens to the majority of men. You get caught up trying to validate yourself to her. You get caught up trying to prove how much you love her, how much you want to see her happy. You get caught up in all that shit. And you lose yourself. Because that is what happens when men get caught in the realm of fantasy. That is where women love to be. This is why they can orgasm so much more than men. It's because where they take their mind. Fantasy land. Do y'all get it? Stop trying to be in her world and rule her world. Her world is designed to suck you in. Her world is inviting the allure. It's very, colorful, sexual, inviting, suck you right in. Your world